Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel Technical Education. I am Sandeep Singh. Today we are going to understand the revolutionary world of blockchain technology, exploring its origin, key concepts, and the real-world applications. But first, let's understand the roots of blockchain. In 2008, a mysterious individual or group using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto introduced the world to blockchain through Bitcoin. Satoshi's identity remains unknown, adding an air of intrigue to the history of this transformative technology. Satoshi Nakamoto's vision was to create a decentralized system that could securely record transactions, free from the control of central authorities. And so, blockchain was born. So, what is blockchain? A blockchain is a distributed and decentralized digital ledger that records transactions across a network of computers. Each transaction is grouped into a block, and these blocks are linked in chronological order, forming a chain. This technology ensures transparency, security, and immutability of recorded data. Let's understand now, how does blockchain technology work? Let's understand a basic idea of blockchain with an example. To understand why even we need blockchain in the first place, let us consider the following scenario. Your friend and you have bet $100 on an El Clasico match, a football match. You chose Barcelona and your friend says that Real Madrid will win, who is a Ronaldo fan. Your friend and you trust each other and the one who loses gives $100 to the winner. But what if the loser backs out and refuses to pay the bet? To resolve this, first, you could make a legal contract and write the rules in the agreement. This way, if one decides to back out, the other has the right to take legal action. But then again, this will require the winner to put in extra resources and money into filing the case along, not to mention the long trial. Second, involve a third party, like a bank, so it can collect $100 from each party and give the money to the winner. However, this can't be trusted either. What if the third party runs away or turns to be a fraud? This is where the blockchain technology comes to the rescue. It will work as a transaction medium but is a more decentralized and open network, as compared to the banks. The betting money will be safe and secure, and it will send the money to the winner after confirming the bet result from various sources. What is blockchain network? In order to make the whole process decentralized, blockchain shares ledgers with every node in the network. This means that every active node in the network has a copy of the ledger, and it gets updated every time a transaction takes place. For a better understanding, let's compare this with a centralized bank unit, where all the details of the transaction are controlled by one entity. Here, everything is controlled and maintained by one resource, whereas the blockchain network provides all the details to everyone involved in the network and makes it open, which secures it as no one can manipulate or exploit it. To make it even simpler, let us consider that you want to send 6 BTC to a writer for writing a book on your life. You will send a message to the blockchain network that your Bitcoin balance should go down by 6 BTC and the writers be increased by the same amount. The message will be delivered to all the nodes across the network and every node will update the account balance with new transactions. This means that everyone knows everything here and collectively work as a single unit system. A question that must have popped up in your head is if the message is shared with all the nodes, how it can be secured. While encrypting a transaction message from the wallet, you are generating a digital signature using your private key. The blockchain computers use this signature to check the source and authenticity of the transaction. The signature contains strings of text that are unique and cannot be used for any other transaction. So, if you make a change of even a single character in the transaction message, the signature will automatically change in the network and become invalid. This protects the process from any potential fraud and prevents the attacker from changing the amount of transaction. The private key is confidential that will enable you to access your wallet and encrypt any transaction message. You can only broadcast a message when you've first encrypted it. How to know your Bitcoin balance? The blockchain network does not maintain balance records. So, how does one figure out their Bitcoin balance and make a transaction? The blockchain system doesn't record the balance, instead, it just maintains the records of each transaction ever made. The ledger contains only the details about the transaction, not the balance. In order to make a transaction, the blockchain network uses previous transaction links in the ledger. Consider this: you want to send 9 BTC to your friend. While making the transaction, you need to generate a request including the link to previous incoming transactions whose total should be equal to or more than 9 BTC. These previous transactions are also called inputs. Now, the blockchain will verify these inputs with every node across the network to confirm it. As every input has been generated from the wallet, it contains a reference to your public key. Every node in the network has the details of these inputs in their copy of the ledger. So, it is almost impossible to spend double money using received bitcoins. No wonder Morgan Stanley ended up saying, Bitcoin could become a normal trading purchase.